So speaking of which, you've made 50k in prop payouts.
Yes. From the start, I'd always kind of wanted to like make money online. I just wanted to be my own boss.
How did it feel when that first one hit, man?
First one was like unreal. It was just kind of the foot in the door moment for me. It was like, I can actually do this now. Trading is such a mental game. Like, the strategy is the easiest part of the game. Being able to be disciplined and just actually stick to your rules.
I always said is that I don't want to make money trading. I want to be a good trader. I want to be the best trader because the money's just going to take care of itself.
You don't need a golden strategy. Just find one, just stick with that and just give it a year and see where you are.
Yeah, 100%.
If you see someone posting with like a Lambo in Miami or something saying that he's made 100k that day, don't follow that guy. People that post stuff about psychology, I think, is like actually good traders.
So if you could go back in time and give yourself some advice, what would you say?
I would say...
Hello and welcome back to the Alpha Futures YouTube channel. Here we have Joseph with us today, a trader who's made over 50k in prop payouts, and today we're going to find out how he's done it. So Joseph, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're very welcome. So I always say the best place to start a story is at the beginning.
Yep.
So how did you start trading? How did you come about it?
So from the start, I'd always kind of wanted to like make money online, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work a job or anything. I just wanted to be my own boss and make money online.
Yeah.
So I started off with like stock trading, kind of like on like trading 212 and stuff.
Okay.
Just like, but I was like buying and selling random stocks, just kind of just hoping for random wins.
Okay.
No real, like no real trading at all. Just not even looking into it at all. Just buy a stock that I just saw on Twitter once or something.
Oh, okay. So you're sort of like trying to find signals on Twitter and just
yeah.
You mean like kind of like smaller companies or like even things like, you know, Tesla and
so even bigger companies, but obviously like you get like 1% return, so it's nothing crazy on that.
Yes.
And then I found out about actual like Forex is where I first went into actual trading. So I started off with TGR's bootcamp when I first got into trading. So I watched that full thing, and that was about 2 years ago now that I started it. And I went through about a year and a half of just losing after that. You're just spending money on prop firms all the time and just never really actually trading. I was just kind of, I don't know, just didn't have the discipline for it.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
And then about 6 months ago now is when I started to actually get some results from trading.
Okay.
And since I just had to slow it down and be disciplined and just take a full-on like mental reset from the year and a half of losing and just start fresh. And it just started to take off for me.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's funny. I think when you sort of start, you said you saw some stuff on YouTube and you kind of get a strategy in your head and you think, okay, I know what I'm doing, or like you've got some sort of framework as to what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
I think we sort of think at that stage, well, that's it. Like, give me a couple of weeks to get used to it, and I'll be flying.
Yeah. That's fully what I had in my head. I remember I'd watched like a YouTube video on like a golden strategy that makes you millions every year.
Oh yes.
Then I was sitting going through like the McLaren website, the Lamborghini
I know,
website.
that's it. You're there on Chrono 24 looking at Rolex status, being like, might get a Daytona.
I was like, I remember I was calculating like, in 6 months I'll probably be a millionaire. Just remember this one strategy.
I know.
Then,
I remember when I started, people talking about like the compounding effect, like compound growth effects of like, because it was like sort of before props, they were talking about if you got a small live account, but they're like, well, you know, if you can make, you know, risk 1% and you to hit a 1 to 5 trade, you made 5%.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that gets bigger. So now you've got, you know, instead of 1,000 in your account, you've got, you know, 1,050 or whatever. And then you get more and more and more. You know, if you compound it 20 times, in 6 months, you'll have like $150 million. So I'm like, wow.
I remember using that like compound calculator.
Yo, mate, guys, don't go on a compound interest calculator. It will give you the most outrageously overinflated expectations.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, mathematically, it is technically true, but it's just like, you know,
because you put in like, I'm gonna make 1% a day, which is not realistic at all.
Yeah,
like you're never gonna do that. But if you do, you're gonna be a billionaire
Yeah, in like 6 months.
In like 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
We're driving a Bugatti.
yeah, that's never going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's funny as well. You say like on YouTube, you found this golden strategy that makes you like £1,000. I always think, look at these lovely people on YouTube just giving us that for free, isn't it? Like people are so nice.
I know.
Like charity is incredible. I think this guy who's there with his private jet and he's there trading on his phone at the beach.
Yeah.
He's there thinking, I could just sit here and, you know, trade at the beach and date supermodels and go on my yacht. No, do you know what? I'll film some YouTube videos and just let someone know it for free.
What a nice guy.
Out of the goodness of my heart. It's incredible. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns out that actually, the top funds with these. It's funny because the highest performing hedge fund in the world, if people don't know, was called the Medallion Fund, right? There was a guy called Jim Simons back in like the 80s. He was like the sort of one of the first quant traders who did like, high level maths to try and trade and like all this high frequency trading and all these crazy things that these funds do. And this fund has done like 60 something % a year, every year for like since the 80s. Like it's the craziest hedge fund, right?
Yeah, that's mad.
Crushing it. They are so secretive. Like you have to sign a non-disclosure when you work there. You've got a non-compete. Like you're not allowed to tell anyone. Like these top funds that are making all this money, they're not just going on YouTube and being like, oh, here's my amazing strategy that makes me 20% a day. It's no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So that is really kind of the hard thing, is just finding a strategy that you can implement that's going to kind of work long term. So, I mean, how did that process sort of go between like you kind of get some ideas and you're sort of throwing stuff together to actually saying, no, this is my plan. This is what I'm actually looking for in the market.
So yeah, at the start I was trading like ICT concepts, and I had like, I remember the one strategy that I was talking about, the golden strategy. It was called like Silver Bullet.
Yes.
If you've heard about it.
Yeah, the ICT Silver Bullet.
Yeah. So like I watched that and I was like, yeah, that's me done. I've made it. I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
Since watching that, and then I just found no success in it, and then with ICT as a whole, it just didn't really work for me.
Yeah.
So now I trade something called volume profile.
Yes.
If you know it.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, I just mark out like the volume from the previous day or the previous week, and then it's got like key levels that I just trade off, and it's kind of like support and resistance trading now.
Yeah.
Which is,
well, I mean,
it's hated online, support and resistance, but
yeah,
it's the way.
It's so funny how these things go, right? Because back before like ICT was like had blown up, everyone was sort of trading support and resistance indicators and like moving averages,
trend lines, and
trend lines, RSIs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden ICT kind of blows up, and it's funny because when it started, it was this really secret strategy that nobody sort of knows. And now he's got like 1 million YouTube subscribers, right? Like everyone trades ICT, every single person trades ICT now, which I mean is kind of an argument as to say why it doesn't work so well, is because like the edge erodes, right? It's called alpha decay, right?
I think like you can be profitable with any strategy though. That's what I think. It's fully just down to like your discipline and your psychology, I think, with trading.
Yeah, I mean,
like most strategies, if you backtest like 2 years worth of your strategy, and you're getting like a good result off it, it's probably going to work for the next year.
Well, this is it, yeah.
But it's like your ability to get through those like losing stages, because all strategies are going to have a losing stage.
Yeah, but when you're backtesting, you don't care. You're like, oh, it took a couple of losses there.
When you're backtesting, you're like, oh, 5 losses in a row, it doesn't really matter. I'll just keep on backtesting.
Exactly.
And like the next month, you win 5 in a row, and you're up like 10% the next month. It's just like the ability to get through those losing stages is what I think like really defines like the difference between being unprofitable and profitable.
I do agree. I think when you're backtesting, taking 2 losses, 3 losses in a row,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't feel like you've just been punched in the gut, right?
It's just backtesting. It doesn't matter.
When it happens in real life, it feels horrible.
Yeah, especially if you go up to like five losses in a row, you're like, nah, I need to change it now. This isn't working at all for me.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like when you're backtesting, you're like, I'll just keep on doing the strategy. Then what do you know? Next month it does well.
Yeah, 100%. And I do think that is how we start with strategies, right? Is that you kind of get to a stage where you think this strategy is working. Like you'll find a strategy and you'll take a few trades, and invariably, I don't know why it works this way, Joseph, but you'll always win at first. Like the same with beginners, like in trading. Everyone I know who started trading, the first 2-3 trades they took were all winners.
Yeah.
I don't know why is the market so cruel, right?
Because then you've got like the euphoria.
Yeah, you're like, this is easy.
Yeah, like
bro.
You can do this so easy.
I know that night you're just like browsing Lamborghinis, and it's like
way too many times.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you win 3 trades and you're like, this is amazing, and this rocks. You lose 2-3 trades in a row and you're like, this strategy sucks and it doesn't work, and I need to find something else. And that's kind of what starts this strategy hopping thing, right?
Yeah, because so many people are just looking for the golden strategy all the time, and they don't just sit down and just chill out. Just be a bit patient and just wait for the one that you've backtested to actually work out, and it will eventually if you just stick with it long enough. Yeah. Even though like it's going to be rough in those dark times. Yeah. Where you're just losing constantly.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, some of the best traders I know, and I do know some pretty incredible traders, some of them have like a 30% win rate.
Yeah, exactly.
A 40% win rate. Like, imagine you take 10 trades and you lose 7 of them. How does that feel?
No,
like,
I know exactly.
It feels horrible.
Yeah.
And that is the part of trading that it is the psychology bit, right? It's knowing that you've got an edge over a long enough period of time. You just have to kind of suck it up.
Yeah, that's just what I fully see trading as now. It's just such a mental game. Yeah. Like, the strategy is the easiest part of the game. Yeah. It's just being able to be disciplined and just actually stick to your rules.
Oh, 100%.
Day in, day out, it's just so hard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, once you do get it, that is when you'll see the results start coming in. Yeah. And it's like, it's funny with trading, when you slow down what you're trying to get is when it'll actually speed up and get to where you want to be. Yeah. It's
so funny. I was talking to a friend earlier who works at the studio, actually. Shout out to Owen. He was saying that he did a half marathon recently. He'd been training for his half marathon, and he really, really, really wanted to do it in like sub 2 hours. That was his goal. Right, he's been really training for it and stuff. Yeah. And he got some advice from someone beforehand saying, look, it's your first one. Just enjoy it. Like, don't worry about the time. Don't think about the finish line. Just run. Enjoy it, wave to the people as you're going past, take the sweets off the kids that are handing them out, just go there and enjoy the race and just take each step at a time and don't worry about the time. And he finished the race and he said he loved it, he had the best time, absolutely enjoyed it. But he also hit the time he wanted. He also did it in sub 2 hours, right? Yeah. And that is a bit of a metaphor for a lot of things in life that, we do talk about being goal orientated versus being process orientated, like whether it's about the destination or the journey. And if you do just focus on the journey, not so much the destination, you get to the destination in the end anyway, right?
Yeah,
and that is the
you'll
thing.
get there eventually. I mean, time's not it's not slowing down anytime soon. You just gotta, just wait it out, really.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one thing that I always said is that I don't want to make money trading. I want to be a good trader. I want to be the best trader because the money's just going to take care of itself, right? You get paid for your performance, right? So rather than sitting there thinking, I need to make this much money today or tomorrow, and then you see that focusing on the money is not the way to do it, right?
The worst thing to do. You just got to focus on the next trade. Yeah. That's all you have to think about.
So as far as the volume profile and the strategy you have now, like, how did you sort of come across that? Was that something someone said to you, or you noticed something, or you played around with a few different things?
So I actually have like a mentor. It was one of like the Discord groups that I joined.
Amazing.
But like he's like an actual like legit guy. He only lets in I think it was like 50 people in the group. Okay. So and he's closed it full time now. He's got like a group of people that he actually wants to help.
Oh, that's so good.
So yeah, big shout out to him. He's really helped me out.
You shout him out if you want.
Helped me a lot. Spectral. That's his name.
Respect.
On Instagram and TikTok. You find him.
It's good. Yeah.
He's helped me out like so much, and he's just it's a good community of people in there. And yeah, it's just because he was the one that introduced me to the volume profile like strategy. Yeah, I'd never even heard of it before, and then I just back tested it, and when I first back tested it, I saw like crazy results of it. Wow! And I was hitting I think I had like 80% win rate on back testing, and then I actually traded it as I did back testing, and it worked out.
And it works out exactly. Yeah, I mean. You said you started off in Forex, then you moved into futures. Yeah. Did you move into futures because of the sort of the volume profile you get, the more volume data, right?
Yeah, so with the volume profile, you trade like NQ and ES. Yeah. Whereas with Forex, I was trading Euro US, like currency pairs. Yeah. And they're just a lot slower and you don't get as much like volatility. Yeah. Whereas with NQ and ES, it's like, you see like the 9:30 between to 2 New York time. It's just like
moving like crazy,
massive candles every day, and it's just That's just because I'm on the 1 minute time frame.
Yeah.
So
I used to trade NQ on the 1 minute, and it's trying to explain to people
Yeah.
that those first few like 1 minute, 5 minute candles, they're like news candles.
As soon as it opens,
It's like a news candle. Yeah.
you're getting wicked out every 2 seconds. It's funny, but it's good.
Really crazy.
Yeah.
So how did the journey look, I guess, from finding, because you said you sort of start with ICT and then you did TJR's bootcamp.
Yeah.
How long did it take you before you got to the stage you're at now, as far as having the strategy you have, and how long did it take you to kind of, find something that worked, is the best way to put it, I guess?
About a year and a half of actually learning. So it took quite a while to actually get to the spot, because I was losing for like a year and a half straight.
Wow.
But I just had to stay with it, and I always knew that this was like what I was gonna do. Like, there's no other option for me, so I just kept on going through the hard times, and just eventually saw some sort of results in it, and hopefully it keeps going.
That's good. Yeah, I think when you start trading, you hear everyone saying like, oh, it's it took me this long, it took me 3 years, it took me 5 years or something, and you always think, I get that, but I'm pretty smart, like I can probably do it in 6 months, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's like, no man, you have to just put in the reps. You have to put in the reps. And it's funny as well, because when you said that you started with ICT and it just didn't really work for you, and the thing is, there are traders, shout out to JCap, who trade ICT concepts and are crushing it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like I said, I think anything will work. If you can just be mentally disciplined.
Yeah, it just takes a long time to kind of get it, man. And this is the thing, is like, if you said you want to be a professional chess player, right? And you were like, do you know what, you see Magnus Carlsen, who's like the GOAT, and he's got a Lamborghini, right? And you're like, you know what, that's the life, man. I'm going to be traveling the world playing chess and popping bottles. And let's say, from some incredible luck, Magnus Carlsen comes up to you and he's like, I'm going to coach you to be the best chess player in the world. You'd be like, I've made it, right? This is incredible.
Perfect.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Give me 3 months and I'll be, it's like, no, man. Like, even with the best coach in the world, how long is it going to take you to be a grandmaster, man? 5 years? 10 years?
Exactly. It's just all about just experience.
Yeah.
In that field.
Yeah. And you can't fast track it, right? I think that's the hardest thing, that if you can make peace with that in trading, that there is no way to fast track this, right? There is no, I watched this one YouTube video of this one crazy strategy.
Yeah, it's just,
and I mean, it's the same thing with like, going to the gym and like working out and stuff. And the number of times you'll see some clip and they're like, oh, here's this one crazy bicep exercise you don't know about. And you're like, well, that's the secret. And that's the reason I don't have arms like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I wasn't twisting my pinkies in enough in my curls. It's like, no, that's not the reason, right? It's like, do it for another 10 years, you'll have big arms. So this sort of thing in trading is that I kind of started with ICT. I didn't really like all the sort of the rambling, the long talk stuff. I was like, I didn't really understand it. This is
long videos.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think this is for me. Let me try to find something else. But I do think that if I had just stuck with it for this whole time, for the last 3-4 years, I would have figured it out.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, it's just all about the putting in the reps.
Yeah,
and just getting there in the end.
Yeah, 100%.
You will get there in the end.
Yeah, and I do think it's really funny that like people, in my experience, tend to find consistency and profitability generally on like the 3rd to 4th proper strategy they ever try.
Yeah.
So if they start with trend lines and moving averages and then it doesn't work, and then I tried this, and then I went to ICT and I found profitability, they're usually fine. If they start with ICT, that wasn't working, but then all of a sudden I did this and I tried that, and then a couple of years later I got onto trend lines and now that's working. It's like the other way around. It's just it took you that long to get good at trading. You know what I mean? That's it. It's as simple as that.
It's not a strategy. You just got good at trading.
Yeah. It's just building the skill set.
When you look at it, so many strategies are just like it's the same, but they're just like worded differently or just
100%.
They just look different. Like,
Yeah,
you're just trading like the same thing anyway.
I know.
It's so easy to get caught up in all like there's so much noise in the trading space.
Yeah,
and like I think actually the less you know, sometimes it can be better for you for trading.
You
can look at so many patterns and just your head's just going so many reasons to go short, so many reasons to go long. It's just so hard to actually
100%.
block out all that noise.
So if you could go back in time and give yourself some advice for when you started out, from where you are now, you could go back in time and tell Joseph from 2 years ago a bit of advice. What would you say?
I would say to just slow down and just absolutely just I'd say just slow down. The markets aren't going anywhere. They're going to be there forever.
Yeah.
There's no point in just trying to. It's not a get rich quick scheme at all.
Yeah.
It's one of the spaces you just have to. Everyone's going to go through a year or two maybe of bad times, really.
Yeah.
With trading, if you can just get by that part. But if I was to go back and say to myself, literally as just, you don't need a golden strategy. Just find one, and just stick with that, and just give it a year and see where you are.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it is this thing with experience, right? Having a strategy and having the experience of putting in the time and just sort of executing as a professional and trade management properly and not going on tilt and all of this stuff. And because you look at someone like Tory Trades, her trend line strategy is very simple.
Yeah.
But it's still, I think she said it took her 7 years to actually start making money with it properly, right?
Yeah.
And the way she's trading now is no different to that. And it's so it's not necessarily the strategy, right? It is your abilities, your skills, your ability to notice things in the market, to see this looks like a good setup, that doesn't look like a good setup, and to manage your risk properly and to get through those losing streaks and all of this stuff.
Yeah, that's just the number one thing for me that I've just found the success in is when you can have good psychology with trading is the best. That's just all you need, really.
Yeah.
And if I could go back, I would just say just don't be so hard on yourself all the time.
Yeah.
And just relax a bit and try and enjoy it more than just chasing the money. Just try and chase. Well, don't chase, but try and just focus on the next trade all the time.
Exactly.
And that's all you have to think about.
Yeah.
The money will come, as you said.
Exactly.
It's just about getting the market experience.
Yeah, 100%.
From the start.
100%.
Yeah.
And I do think that I've come to peace with the fact now. I find it quite reassuring that there is nothing I could have done. Because that's the thing, when I do these podcasts, I always ask, what was that light bulb moment? What sort of clicked for you? And, what advice would you give to yourself back then? And, everyone always likes that stuff because in a way they're sort of thinking, okay, well, maybe they're sort of leaning in and think, okay, if he can tell me this, what was the biggest mistake you made? Well, if he says that and I don't make that, then it's going to get me ahead. And the thing is, it is better to learn from other people's mistakes than your own, right, if possible.
Yeah.
But you still kind of have to make your own mistakes and learn. You do have to.
I think that is just something that you just have to.
Yeah.
You have to just get yourself, really.
Yeah.
Because you see it all the time. Everyone just says, every online coach and stuff will be just, your psychology is the number one thing and just sticking to your rules.
Yeah.
But it's you need to lose and break your rules for you to actually realise that that's how you trade.
No, we do. We learn like animals at the end of the day. You end up, people say, how did you stop making that mistake? And how did you stop doing The answer is I lost so much doing that thing that in the end your brain just stop doing that now. You just learn from the pain.
I know, because you can just keep on repeating the same process, and you're eventually you're right, what am I doing? Let me just calm down and just.
That's literally how you learn.
Actually do what I'm meant to be doing here.
You get to that stage and you're like, how many times am I going to keep doing this same stupid thing?
No, I've had that so many times. It's just.
And you eventually just stop doing it.
Yeah, that's just, you just have to get through that.
Yeah.
Get through that hard part. I mean, it's hard for everyone, but you'll get through it as well.
Yeah, 100%. Then that is how you learn, right? And I think that's, like I said, that's kind of what I made peace with, is the fact that there is no one piece of advice I could have given myself that would have skipped 2 years worth of work, unfortunately.
Probably not. For me 2 years ago, if I was watching this, I'd probably make the same mistakes in 2 years. Exactly,
because you have to realise 2 years ago wasn't the same person, right? Trading forges you into a better person. It makes you more disciplined and stuff, because people say, in trading you need discipline and stuff. You don't necessarily start with it, right? You build it through trading. And you could give your strategy now to you 2 years ago, and you wouldn't be profitable. Because you're just not
Yeah.
made of the right stuff yet,
Yeah.
right? You haven't built yourself into the person who can
Yeah.
execute that strategy properly with good risk management, with good psychology, with going through losing streaks, all of that stuff, right? Like you have to become that person. And that's the thing with trading, man. If you allow it to, it will make you into a machine.
Yeah.
But you have to go through that process, right?
Yeah, you
And
just have to
unfortunately,
get
getting
through it.
forged into a machine means you have to get bashed around a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Well, there's no dark. No, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But
Oh,
just
100%,
gotta
yeah.
keep on going.
So how beneficial do you think it's been for you to like have a mentor who like knows what they're doing? You can see they know what they're doing to
I
sort
think
of guide
it's
you.
very beneficial. Like it's something I would recommend a lot. I know it's, but also it's really hard to find someone like who I found,
Yes.
because you know how many fake
Yeah.
gurus there are out there,
Yeah.
and don't get caught up in all that hype. If you see someone posting with like a Lambo in Miami or something saying that he's made 100K that day, don't follow that guy. Follow the guy that's actually real, and like people that post stuff about psychology, I think, is like actually good traders.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And you can just tell those well when someone's trying to scam you and when someone's actually trying to help you.
Yeah. And the thing is that there are, as much as I said earlier about like, you know, sort of cynically about people teaching stuff, and there are people out there that do genuinely want to
Yeah, there is some
help
'cause
people.
there's people that actually do make a lot of money from trading, and they're
Yeah.
like, I'll try to help out 50 people on that. Because he says, the guy, my mentor,
Yeah.
he's like, he posts all the wins of like us, the people in the group.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it makes my day to see other people winning in my Discord.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even like care about his own wins or
Yeah.
anything. So
No.
he's like an actual genuine person.
Good.
So-
Shout out to this guy, man. That's really really cool.
That is good.
Yeah, yeah. I know a handful of traders who just they just want to see everyone else succeed, right? Which is a fantastic thing, you know. It's just like you say, it's you got to try and find those ones, and you know, it's unfortunately it's a lot easier to teach trading than it is to trade, and there are some people that only do the one, right? They're like, they don't necessarily make money trading, but they're good at teaching, right?
No,
So,
I think like, anyone you could watch one YouTube video and be like the best teacher in the world. At trading.
exactly.
Just copy what the last guy said.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what do you think is some good ways that people can find a good mentor, or like to maybe distinguish people that are legit from people that aren't?
Well, yeah, there is like a lot of good ones, and there is like a lot online. To distinguish them, I would say, like, I'd want their content to be like 80% psychology. Like they post their strategy like a good amount, but if they like post like a lot of like losing streaks that they had, and like they need to be like transparent.
Yes.
If a trader only posts his wins, then no, that's not good. He needs to post both wins and losses.
Yeah.
And like just transparency and just actually being genuine online.
I've had that before. I was in a community and they never posted any losses. Ever.
Exactly. Yeah, because you'll get like Telegram groups that are like pinging off signals or like 1,000 points just hit on gold, and it's just But then like when you actually look at it, well, they'll send out like a signal, it loses. They don't post anything about that.
Exactly.
Then they'll send out a signal that wins, and they're like Instagram story.
Exactly.
All over everything. They never ever see any losses.
Yeah, 100%. I would say red flags are people that trade running profit. That post running profits in a trade. Screenshotting running profits. That's a red flag, right? Because that hasn't hit TP yet.
No, I've done. I think we've all took a screenshot early, and then
100%.
Next thing it reverses, and you're stopped out.
In fact, right, I'm going to throw this out. It's a good piece of advice that I got once, right? Now, whether you want to take this on board or not, but it depends on what your strategy is like and what part you're in your journey. But someone said to me, if you ever look at your running profit and you look at it like, oh my gosh, and you have to screenshot it, close the damn trade. If it gets to the stage where you're looking at it with wide eyes, like, wow, you're screenshotting and send it to your base to put it on Instagram story, look how much I'm running. Take it. It obviously means a lot to you, right? You obviously need that money. So that there is a lot to be said for that, because we've all had times where like you're like, I'm floating this, you're floating nothing, bro. Right?
It's not yours.
It's not yours, right?
It's not yours till it's closed.
Yeah, 100%. And that coming back to break even. But the point is like, it's not, I guess the real piece of advice isn't so much, if it's floating that much, close it. The real, that's like step one. But really, the point you want to get to is you have to realize, man, that like floating profits don't exist.
No.
Floating profits don't
It's
exist.
just numbers
right?
on a screen until
exactly.
it's actually closed out.
And in fact, even closed profits don't exist until you request a payout.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Because you could be up 2% and then you take 3 losses and then you're down, and then your equity curve goes like this. It's not until you're like, okay, that's it, payout requested, boom, and it hits your account. That's when you can breathe a sigh of relief and say, that's now my money.
That's when you can take a screenshot.
Exactly.
Until you get that payout.
Exactly. The rise payout screenshot, that's what you want to see. But like, if I'm floating 5k in profit, which instantly turns around against you, is not the screenshots you want to see. Yeah. But screenshots and live trading. If mentors aren't trading live is a tough thing, because if you are like a mentor, I'll use that word, you know what I mean, like teaching or whatever, and you're like, well, I'm going to prove I'm legit because I'm just going to trade live for 2 hours every single day. The problem with that is you attract the wrong people, because the people there are just going to want signals, and they'll just wait for you to trade, and then they'll just hit the same trades, and they're not really going to learn anything.
That's not a good way.
So I think they should do a live trading session like once a month, once every 2 months, like just enough.
Actually, like, record it and then like post it. Don't even make it live. I'd say record what you're doing.
That's great.
Like think out what you're thinking. Like, speak out what you're thinking, and then just post that like full 2-hour video of it.
You know what? That's perfect.
Once you go live, everyone's just like it's your mentor. You're going to be like, he's better than me, so I'm just going to take the signal anyway.
100%.
But it's just don't follow signals as well.
Definitely don't. No, and the thing is, like, even you might have a mentor who's an incredible trader, but you don't want them to give you signals, man. You want to be able to develop the skill. Like, the skill is what you're there for, right? And like I said, once you've got the skill, the money takes care of itself. It's not so much a problem.
Exactly.
That's it. So speaking of which, you've made 50k in prop payouts.
Yes.
How have you found your journey with alpha futures? Like, how did you come across alpha futures, and what's your experience been like?
Well, I think I kind of started. They were the first firm that I went with when I switched to futures, and I just saw like so many people online raving on about them.
Yes, as they should.
As they should. But I looked into all their rules, because obviously when you switch from Forex to futures, there's a lot more different rules.
It's a bit different. You have to sort of figure out what the contract sizes are.
Figure out quite a lot. So, but once I'd kind of got it had the knowledge for it. I looked through quite a lot of firms, and alpha definitely just stuck out to me the most.
Okay, and what motivated the move to futures? Was it just because like the mentor that you were with?
Switching the strategy really. Which I've been not really saying to not switch strategies, but
oh man, that's such a misnomer.
No, but
the thing is with strategy hopping is, if you have found a strategy that people are using successfully, stick with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there are strategies out there that people aren't using successfully, and I'll say categorically, like, I joined a community that, in spite of everything, I'm not gonna name and put them on blast, bro. No one in that community was making any money. No one was. Like, they got this strategy and these rules, blah blah. I'm like, okay, fine, but just show me like a broker statement, or show me,
it doesn't happen.
like some sort of proof that people here are actually making money. And like the students, everyone, they just were not. They weren't making any money. There was only one guy in there who was always showing screenshots, trading live every now and then, would hop in there, talk about live analysis, showed like the screenshots of like his journal of like the month. Here's how my month's been, these are the days that I won, lost, blah blah blah. Only one of them doing it, and he was legit, and he left in the end because the rest of them weren't legit, and he went out on his own. So shout out to Blackwatch, man. Blackwatch effects. If anyone checks him out on Instagram, he's the GOAT. I have been in communities where like the strategy just straight up doesn't work, right? And mate, I could put some people on blast right now. There's a few, man. There's a few out there where like it just doesn't work, right? But if there is a strategy that people are successfully using, you can do it too, right? And that is, so I think that's sort of this misnomer, because a lot of people say, and like you said it earlier, and they say, you know, every strategy works. It just comes down to the trader. And I just think there needs to be an asterisk next to that, which is almost every strategy works.
Yeah.
But
90%.
the fact is, I could go out there and say, well, my strategy is I'm just going to buy every time my dog barks.
Yeah.
That's a strategy.
Yeah, that could work.
But that probably won't work, right?
Yeah,
and there are some things like that, man. Like, you know, certain things like, I'll just buy whenever it hits the 50 moving average or something. It's like, well, that with no context probably isn't going to work, right? And a bit of like background into like quant trading and stuff. Like, I've done a lot of algorithmic trading and programming and stuff like that. And you can program a lot of strategies, and that's the thing, because people will say, oh, it's just the strategy, you know, the strategies work, it's just the psychology, right? And it's like, well, if that's true, write a Python script that says these are the rules, when this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, it executes a trade. And the robot doesn't feel emotion, right? It doesn't care that it's on a losing streak. So you just put that in there and say, all right, run it. I've tested hundreds of strategies, bro, and spoiler alert, they don't actually work. So, because a lot of it is not as simple as that. So you do actually need to find a strategy that does work. And you need to find traders that are using that successfully, and then just latch onto those people and just
ask as many questions as
100%.
possible.
Yeah. Because that is the gold mine. And the thing is, there are people out there that are doing it. They are sharing it, and I think having that person there just as proof of concept, if nothing else.
It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
When you're there and you're feeling, oh, this is terrible, and like you just take a couple of losses, and you know that feeling at the end of the day, where you're just like, this just, you know, you're not gonna quit, but you're thinking, if I had any brains, I would quit right now. To just look at that person and say, look, they're doing it, right? They're doing it successfully. They're killing it, and they're no smarter than I am, right? Just knowing that is enough to sort of get you up the next day and say, I'm just gonna go again.
Yeah. Because they've just got the market experience.
Really. Yeah, they've just been doing it longer, man.
That's just the feeling difference.
Yeah.
Because, with like the strategy, there will be like times where I think it's like good. Yeah. But like my mentor will see it's completely different. Yeah. And it's just about trying to get to like that level.
Exactly.
Because like even though it plays out in like your rules and stuff. Yeah. You can just like look at the chart sometimes and just be like, nah, it just doesn't look right. Yeah. Like it's just kind of like intuition at that point.
And it takes the expertise to be able to do that. That's the point. Is the experience, right? And you can't fast track that. It's just thousands of hours of staring at the charts.
Just a billion candles read every day.
Exactly. So
it takes a while to get to that.
Yeah, 100%. So like we were saying, when you got started with Alpha Futures, that was the first sort of prop firm that you knew about. Yeah. And you were doing Forex before that, and you sort of moved into futures. Yeah. What was the learning curve like switching into futures? Did you pick it up pretty
futures,
quick?
Yeah, that was, well, I never even really made any money or anything from Forex. It was futures that really got me started on my journey. And it was pretty quick, to be fair. Within like a month of trading futures, I had my first payout, I'm pretty sure.
No way.
And, but it was just like the market experience from the 2 years before.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, I picked up futures pretty quickly. It was so much better for me as well.
That's fantastic.
Prefer it a lot more.
And so briefly to summarise your strategy, you say you trade like NQ
and ES.
And you said like volume profile, but like on the weekly.
It'll be like, so it's just like the previous day session. I'll just mark out the 9:30 to 4 using the volume profile tool. Okay. And it'll give you 3 separate like key levels, and I'll actually just trade off those levels. It'll be break and retest, or if it like continues through it, like continuation. There's like 2 or 3 separate ways. It's really simple. It's like one of the most simple strategies I've traded, but it's the one I've found the most success in.
Well, this, really, these people that are doing it at that sort of top level, I mean, even some of the prime traders, like, it is these support and resistance levels and volume and breakouts. And I think we do have a tendency to kind of overcomplicate things sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. As soon as I just simplified it, that was when it just made a lot more sense to me. And you're not having to overthink anything. You can just stick to that rule and you just know what you're doing at that point.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Mate, that's fantastic. Yeah, that is fantastic. Good. So how many payouts have you had with Alpha Futures so far?
Alpha Futures, I think I've had like 8 now, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it feel when the first one hit, man? Tell the people that are waiting for that moment.
The first one was like unreal. It was just kind of the foot in the door moment for me. It was like, I can actually do this now. Yeah. Because there's so many times you're like, do people actually make money doing this? And then when you actually first get the first payout, you're like, yeah, this is it for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm got the momentum now. I'm on a roll.
100%. No,
It just keep on going.
I do think that is the trading journey, right? It's you start off and I'll use another analogy with the gym and stuff, because it is, if there's any bodybuilders out there, they know what they're talking about. But like, you start off thinking that everyone's natty and that Arnold Schwarzenegger's like,
Yeah.
just, and then you realize that some of them take steroids and you think, all of them are just lying, they're all drugs, and then you sort of come to the other side. You're like, actually, there are people out there that are and aren't, and it's sort of nuanced. And anyway, the thing with trading is that you start off and you think, you see everyone driving that Lamborghini on Instagram, and you're like, well, this is easy, like everyone's crushing it.
Yeah.
And then you sort of realize that there are some people out there that are disingenuous, and then you think, well, is this whole thing a scam then? Like, is no one actually making money trading? Is it all just an illusion?
Yeah.
And you sort of get to this really disillusioned kind of state, and then you come out the other side where you're like, no, like, there are people out there crushing it.
Yeah.
Like, being a professional trader is a real thing.
Yeah, I actually remember I was like, am I just being like fooled by the full internet right now?
Yeah.
Do people actually make money doing this? But yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to eventually get to this.
Exactly.
And that's a surreal feeling when you do.
Exactly. And I think that's the one thing everyone needs to keep in mind, man, is that like, people are doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are people.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyone can do
Anyone
it.
can do it,
You
right?
can be the best trader in the world. You just gotta...
Yeah, just stick to it, man.
Yeah.
Grind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's amazing that like after like a year and a half of just like banging your head against the wall.
Oh yeah, some dark times. But
yeah.
I had to get through the other side.
Yeah. Oh man, then that payout hits, and it's funny because like you said, the first payout hits, and then you've had 8. So it's like once you actually cross that threshold of like, okay, and now I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You're just flying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, what's the plans for the future, man? Like, as far as trading and this and that, like, where do you see yourself in a year's time?
A year's time, just scale up what I'm doing. Really, hopefully be with Alpha Prime. Maybe that'd be a big goal for me.
Yeah, that's the end game for sure. Yeah.
I'll do the 1 year of like a my personal account 1 year and see if I can just actually make consistent profit for a year straight with it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And in a year I just want to be. I'm not even sure. Just
I know it's funny because I always ask people that question. The point is, it's like, where are you going to be in a year? It's just ahead of where I am now, right? That's the point. It's like I just want to be ahead of where I am now, and then the year after that, it's just compounding, right? It's just getting better every single time. Yeah,
every day, really. Just keep on showing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't really even look at like the end result. If I can just show up day to day, and like that's like the results I want to just hit.
Yeah.
It's just the day in, day out. Keeping even like a morning routine going.
Yeah.
Just all that. Just
100%.
Keep doing all that.
And that is the thing. It's like I said with the marathon thing about just putting one foot in front of the other and you get to the finish line, is that we are very good as humans at either living in the past. Some people are very like nostalgic and like, just living in the past, or just living in the future perpetually of just like, just being very goal focused. If you can just wake up every day and just get done what you were supposed to get done.
Yeah, that's the result that you want.
You've been successful, man. Just make a list of, okay, this is what I want to accomplish in any given day. If that's, I get up at this time, I go on the treadmill for half an hour, I have a shower, I have my breakfast, I chart, I trade, I go to the gym, I stick to my diet, I drink 5 glasses of water that day, and that's it. If you can get to the end of the day and you've done that stuff, you have had a successful day. And those days add up and compound. And
absolutely.
365 of those put together, man, you can do incredible things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the point. Like I said, it's it's not about where you're going to be in this time and that time, but it's like wake up in the morning, get today done, do that every day. Yeah. And then
just try and enjoy it.
The rest is history. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, because so many people just go for like the end result and just keep thinking about the end result. But if you can just like think about, give yourself like 5 tasks a day that you need to get done. If you can just cross them off every day, that's like a successful day constantly.
Exactly.
And if you can keep doing that for a week, successful week, and then a year, you got a successful year.
100%.
Even no matter what result you have in the end.
Definitely.
If you stick to what you're meant to do for a full year, it's a very successful
year.
Yeah,
and that's the point. You just grow as a person, right? And the other thing as well is like stop and smell the roses as well. Like, it's good to be pushing, but where you are, you got to remember, man, where you are now, you would have dreamed to be here
Oh, absolutely.
a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's so easy to be where you are now, think like, yeah, but I need to get to this next thing. And it's like, having goals and stuff is important, and having something to work towards is amazing. But you have to also appreciate where you are and where you've come from.
Absolutely.
And
just try and enjoy the process as much as you can, even if you're going through those losing streaks and those dark times. You
100%.
Try and just wake up every day and just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's it. And just realize, man, like that those losing streaks and those losses and all that stuff, like they are making you better.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is making you better.
Everyone needs to go through that stage once in their life.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joseph, this has been a lovely little chat.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure our paths will cross again in the future, and we'll get another update about how things are going, mate.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast. If you enjoyed it, leave us a thumbs up, comment below anything you found interesting, and subscribe for more amazing trading related content just like this.